Hello. What I have learned about life as a 27-year-old. If multiple people make the same comment about you, it's probably true. This goes both negative and positive. But because people are easier in saying something negative instead of positive, you probably will hear more negatives about you. But it doesn't always have to really be about you. Some people really are the kind of people with the goal to make you feel bad about yourselves. Screw them. I had multiple people tell me that a lot of the time I look angry or way too serious. Like my facial expressions are always angry. It turns out that I have the habit of lowering my eyebrows a lot. Then I started to look in the mirror and noticed why people said these things. But with some simple practicing I was able to fix that for myself. I've also had a lot of people tell me that I come off as really enthusiastic when, for example, I am presenting in front of class. I carry that with honor. I also had someone tell me that a strength of mine is to be able to talk passionately about something I don't even like doing. That was a really cool compliment. Do what makes you truly happy, not what other people want you to do. If you do things with the goal to live up to the potential of someone else, you will never reach your own full potential. If you don't do it for yourself, you can't completely go all in, which will most likely result in failure. If you do something because you want to do it, you are more likely to succeed because it is something that comes from your heart and not from the thoughts of someone else. Don't wait for life to happen. Life won't happen if you don't make anything happen. If you want to go on more activities or adventures, you have to create them yourself. If your friend group never suggests something fun to do, be the one to take the initiative. If you always have to be the one to take initiative, go find yourself some new friends. They probably are also busy hanging out with their other friends. And if no friends are available, just go do something yourself. And speaking of that, don't rely on other people to have fun. This took me way too long to realize. Having no one to join you shouldn't be a reason to not do something. If you don't have a lot of friends but heavily rely on someone to always be there with you when you go out, in the long run you will feel really unsatisfied because you will miss out on a lot of opportunities. You will start to feel sorry for yourself and regretting not doing more things by yourself. And if there are certain things you want to do but would only look normal if it were to be done with more people, then find a way to do it where it won't look weird. This probably sounds hard, but if you really want to do certain things, you will find out how to get that done. And remember this, people don't give a shit about you. That's my next point, by the way. People don't give a shit about you. Throughout my life, I subconsciously always felt like I was the center of attention, mostly in a negative way, because I was always shy, and when people would make a comment about me or to me, I would start to blush and people would laugh at that and I would feel shitty about myself. But I've come to realize that if something happens that creates that spotlight being shed on you, it probably will take no more than 5 minutes to already be over. After the event happened, most people would already have forgotten it. So the other day I was driving on the highway and I really needed to take a piss. But I couldn't get myself to park on the side of the road to do the fountain. I would be like, what would people think of me for standing on the side of the road? What kind of dumbass is he? Later I saw someone parked on the side of the road taking a piss. And before 15 seconds had passed, I had already forgotten about it. Apparently I didn't give a shit. People don't give a shit. The more time you spend in your head, the less you are spending in the real world. If you are always overthinking about anything and everything, you are not living in this world. You are living in your head, in your own world. You don't give your senses the space they need to do their work. It will be harder to truly feel your emotions. It will be harder to be happy. You won't be able to focus on anything because you're only focused on all the shit that's going on in your head. You gotta stop all the overthinking and focusing about nothing but yourself, but start to focus on the things that are right in front of you.